All right, hey, this is Act 2 of the podcast. We're getting right back into it. If you missed Act 1, go back and listen to that thing. Otherwise, this isn't going to make any sense. Okay, see ya. It is serious shit. Okay? And it keeps my life so simple. Any of you that doesn't have a list of people that you actually wish death upon, or it won't admit it, you are a liar. You are lying. I guarantee you. Ooh, are Jessica and Melinda on the list too? Now that you mention it, they're going on right now. Yes. What the fuck, Jane? Thank you for reminding me. Jane, you dumb motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you, Eric Jane? All I wanted was to sit back and have a shot of Fireball with you, dumb motherfucker. Jericho's list, Epstein's list, and now who's Jericho? Stevie, star on the forehead for reminding me about those two fucking fat fucks. All right. I feel so good today now. You know, that's fun. When you just give into the dark side, all right, and let the Sith take hold, it's like, yes! All right! Really great. For those of you that are watching the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Kick, I'm going to kick you out, okay? I've had it. The rest of the show, you haven't done anything wrong. But the rest of the show is on Twitch. You got to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live for the rest of the show. I also do a second show every day on Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane for the bonus podcast. Thursday, we have Who Are These Free Beers? Show number 88. Followed by the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. That's a Big Fraud Thursday taking place on Patreon. And you can enjoy that and the hundreds of episodes prior to those, when you sign up for free at patreon.com/Eric Zane. That's patreon.com/Eric Zane, a 7-day free trial. Piano Finger Banger says, damn, this list is worse than being on Epstein's list. Well, yeah, there's no ramifications if you're on Epstein's list. Alan says, good, I'll finally be able to get the kids on. Okay, so that leads us to something very, very interesting. If Alan brings his adorable children onto the show, one of which is probably, 3.5 months old now, and his daughter and son, who are older, you will see a transformation take place out of me. Where I'm being Eric Zane, I will then dip into Eric Zaitunian for a period of time. Eric Zaitunian is squeaky clean. There's no pee-pee caca. There's no anger. There's no aggression. It's nothing. It's just polite. And I would say that umbrella of polite for Eric Zaitunian, that extends to Alan's better half. I don't remember the sweet lady's name, but, you know, I don't want her to see and hear the shit that I do. You got to ease somebody into that. Like if somebody just comes in here and they're expecting warm and fuzzy and I'm telling people that I hope they die, I mean, that's not good. Like if I run into, like Amy, runner girl Amy, her husband Gary here, I've talked to him like twice. I'm not gonna go all Eric Zane on the guy. You gotta, pick your spots, ease them into this. If you're black belt Nick, his better half is Marty. Now, I've only interacted with her maybe once, maybe twice. I don't know. But I think she's quite feisty. So I think I can actually get away with being a cock to some degree with her. Alan says she listened to you in high school. She knows. Oh, okay, good. With all that going on, and I haven't yet kicked you out, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube, a reminder that today I am doing Who Are These Broadcasters with Christian Blatt, which is supposed to be on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel. But last week, we had to do our show exclusively on Rumble, which is like a MAGA network of or podcasting platform, live stream platform. Because fuckface Carl got into a goddamn fight with Whitney Cummings, and then she got pissed off and filed a complaint with YouTube about like Carl making fun of her, and YouTube put idiot into timeout. So we're like, God damn it. So we did our show on Rumble, Christian and I. Today was supposed to be the end of the goddamn suspension. Till I just read this. Christian writes, somehow, dumb Carl has another day left on his suspension. We can do today's show on Rumble again since we've mastered it so well. As an option, would you be able to do the show tomorrow, even if it had to be at a slightly different time? If we do it today, I can just ask Carl to upload the file to YouTube tomorrow. All right, I like to give options. Totally up to you, period. I can do the show both days. Let me know whatever you like. Cole says that's Cole in Colorado Springs, not C-O-A-L Cole. Whitney Cummings, overrated and not funny. I can't say that I recall anything she's ever done. I know she's quite famous. Regarding Black Belt Nick's better half, Marty, when I said she appears to be somewhat feisty, like that's the impression that I got of her. Okay. In fact, interacting with her, I got the feeling that she was actually concealing some explosiveness. Like she seemed to be a little bit like bubbling with energy, one of those types that, in a good way, in a fantastic way. That's just the impression, and quite fun. That's just who I envision in the short time that I interacted with her. He says that's an understatement. She lives your on-air personality. You could get by with it 100%. Oh, she loves your on-air personality. Oh, I see. Oh, she loves. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Yes, she is shy at first. She holds back at first. Yeah, but you could tell that she was busting at the seams. I could just sense it. I was like, uh-oh. All right. How many kids do you have, by the way? Just Sean? How about him? What a goddamn all-star he is. The fact that he is reluctant to have human contact, like a hug, and that might have to do with the personality traits of autism. But the fact that he was like, I love you, and I walked up to him to give him a hug, and he gave it right back. During that whole bit of comment, numerous people now saying, what the fuck just happened, Easy? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the stream crept out again. We're back. My apologies. All right. I got to look at these messages. Can't do 3 p.m., period. I can do 3:45, period. Or I can do the 1 p.m. time that you had earlier. Okay. I have not yet even said goodbye to these amazing folks on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. But thank you so much for being here, and goodbye. Hey, sign up for Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I appreciate it so much. Okay. All right. I don't even know if they were there. I think we're having some problems with the encoder, as it's known. I don't know. Whatever. I'm at the mercy of this whole fucking setup. Jesse Jackson has passed away. Now, when I was growing up, I was in love with this guy. He seemed like he was so sweet. A civil rights leader. He walked with Martin Luther King Jr. And when he decided to run for president in the 1980s, the 1984 presidential campaign, I was all about it. And it was at this point in time, though, that I learned that there are bad names for Jewish people. Because here I am, 13, 14-year-old EZ, and I am introduced to the term Jaime, and I had never heard that. I didn't know what it was, and I saw the story, and then Jesse Jackson said I never called Jewish people Jaimes, but he did, and he referred to he's running for president, and he referred to Jews in New York, the biggest population amount of people in all of the country. He referred to the Jewish people as Jaimes and New York City as Jaime Town. And I guess that is a slur. I don't even recall ever hearing that other than that time. I don't know why that is a slur. I don't understand what its origin is. I don't care to know. If you're going to be leading a civil rights movement, the last thing you want to be doing is uttering slurs. You want to be the guy that welcomes all and you're accepting of everybody. It kind of flies in the face of civil rights if you're uttering slurs about groups of people. And you're running for fucking president. How the fuck can you run for president and refer to Jewish people as this horrible slur, you asshole? So I was like, what the fuck? Even at just 13, 14, I knew that this guy was kind of a dick. That's when I turned on him. Fuck, I wouldn't want to vote for a guy that refers to Jewish people as Jaimes. What a dickhead. He referred to New York City as Jaime Town and Jewish people as Jaimes. In conversation with a reporter, he initially denied the comment, but then he said sorry. So he said it, and then he lied about it. He was pals with Louis Farrakhan. I don't know too much about Louis Farrakhan. I think he was like a high up in the Nation of Islam. I guess he was the leader of the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan. And Jackson faced criticism for his ties to the Nation of Islam, whose supporters provided security for Jackson's 1984 campaign and who had made anti-Semitic remarks. Okay, I get it now. He also embraced the Palestine Liberation Organization, the PLO, and their leader Yasser Arafat during a 1979 visit to the Middle East. And then fast forward to 2001, it was revealed about an extramarital affair, and he had a child with staffer Karen Stanford while he was married. Oh, my God. Did he stay married? Jesus. In 2008, he made a crack about Barack Obama. He did? Jesse Jackson was caught on a hot mic talking shit about then-candidate Barack Obama's rhetoric toward black fathers, suggesting that he wanted to cut Barack Obama's nuts off. He also faced personal turmoil when his son, former Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr., pleaded guilty in 2013 to federal charges of misusing campaign funds. These controversies frequently challenged his standing as a national political leader, despite, well, I don't know why any of that held him back. I mean, look at the piece of shit we got in there now. I mean, this is all a walk in the park compared to the fucking dirtbag who everybody loves now. I say this is all water under the bridge. Who gives a fuck? We got a guy who is lost a civil suit for raping a woman and is talking about grabbing women by the pee. I think he would have been an ideal candidate to be the president. Who's with me? Well, whatever. The bar has been lowered considerably, to be sure, when it comes to what you are to say and what you are to do. Apparently, Americans like that. Americans, I guess, like it when you behave like that. Presidents who, when someone calls them a pedophile protector, gives them the finger, tells somebody to go fuck themselves, and tells them they're fired. All right. R.I.P. I thought this was one of those people who died again. I talked about this yesterday. There are people that die all the time that I can't believe they were still alive. Jesse Jackson's one of them. The day before, Robert Duvall. I didn't know he was still alive. Duvall was a beast in the film Apocalypse Now. Very famous scene when he has his shirt off and his hat on in Southeast Asia in the scene, and he calls in a napalm strike. This is one of the most famous moments in film, Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. And this is the I love the smell of napalm in the morning for Robert Duvall in this epic film. And in the scene, shit is blowing up all around him. There are bombs dropping everywhere. They're in the middle of a battle, and he's like leisurely just hanging out in a foxhole. And one of the other guys, one of his underlings, whatever, is like freaking out. And he goes, hey, you know what? I got this pair of shorts here for you. And he gives him a pair of shorts and says, I want you to wear these when you're out in the ocean. And they point to the water, and there's like two fucking Marines or Army guys surfing with bombs going off around them. We're going to watch this whole 2-minute and 53-second scene of Robert Duvall in all of his amazing glory. R.I.P. Dead at, I think, 95.
Up for this Big Duke 6. God damn it! I want a tree line bomb!
Big Duke 6, Roger, 013, stand by.
Over to the Stone Age, son! Hey, son, go!
Talks to the guy in the phone. Some lady comes up with her baby.
Let me take care of this. All right? Get that out of here. Sorry.
He doesn't want to scare the baby. He smacks the gun out of the guy's arm. Now he's showing the humanity of helping this woman. Look at the visuals here. You've got the helicopters, and this is no CGI. They had to do all this shit.
No, man. Sorry. Jimmy!
112.13, Roger. They need some napalm down in the tree line. Can you get twisted around trying to put it down there? Right, 13, you were fixing fuck with it. What's the target? Gonna press some mortar fire off the tree line down there. Roger, here we go. Good. Give it all you got. Bring in all
So
your
for those who don't know, the napalm would destroy all the trees and anyone in the trees.
ships.
It's a liquid firebomb.
Bring a breath.
Wait a minute. Give me my chopper. Get him back to the hospital. No. You gotta go with him. Come on. Go. Get it out of here. And tell my guys I'm on my board.
Big Duke 6, this is 013. The jet's being bought now. There, you got about 30 seconds to on station. Get your people back and head down. It's gonna be a big one.
What's cinema time?
Don't worry. We'll have this place cleaned up and ready to Jimmy, son. Don't you worry. Give me those shorts. Picture from the air cam. A present for me and the boys. I want to see you do your stuff in them. Out there, okay?
So these guys are surfing while there's bombs going off. And these whatever corporals or privates are like, this guy's fucking nuts.
Son, nothing else in the world smells like that. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Okay, so he's so reflective. Everybody here is scared shitless. He is calm as can fucking be, and that's exactly what he was trying to portray about him as a soldier in this film. It's unbelievable.
You know, one time we had a hail bomb for 12 hours. When it was all over, I walked up. We didn't find one of them, not one stinking dink body.
I think that's a slur.
Smell! You know that gasoline smell? The whole hill. Smelled like victory.
So he couldn't move there. You notice he did not react to that shell going off. Think about how hard that is.
Someday this war's gonna end.
He's sad when he says that. These guys are like, this fucker is nuts. Robert Duvall. Amazing actor. Holy shit. Donut Dan says he was amazingly good. Godfather, Days of Thunder, Secondhand Lions. Alan says, smells like victory. Tofa says he must have ADHD. I guess he was on the show Lonesome Dove. Rich says this is one of the most overrated movies of all time. Perhaps. Love that scene, though. Great scene. Apocalypse Now. Of course, that was made a long time ago. You know, the standard for films and how they made films was different. R.I.P. to Bobby Duvall. One of the greats. Are there any current actors that will be revered the way these old timers are when they die? I think the whole crew of Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, George Clooney. I think Clooney's in there. He's a very good actor. Does anybody else come to mind in the chat who, when they're 95 years old, you know, it'll have that type of looking back on their careers? I know, okay, when they die at 95, I think Brad Pitt is 62 years old right now. That means 33 years from now, I'll be 88 years old doing this podcast talking about how great Brad Pitt was when he died. I hope he lives that long. I hope I'm still here doing this then. I had a person say to me the other day, are you thinking about retiring? Is there anything in the future for you to retire? And I go, well, I would have to be working to actually retire. Well, you work, all that time you put in. I go, yeah, I know, but there is really no reason for me to ever even consider not actually doing this at all. The day I stop doing all this shit is the day that I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with my time? Badger says Kevin Spacey was awesome till he diddled kids. Accused of. Nick says Vanderbeek Death was a kicker over the weekend. You know, I'm not familiar with any of that guy's work. Cole says, imagine how big your list is going to be when you're 88 years old, Easy. Or when people die, do they come off the list? Not known. Not known. I have even thought about people on my list, when they do kick it, because they're going to kick it before I do, going on little field trips to piss on graves. You know? All right. Red Bull Brain Chris says Tom Cruise will live forever. The Thetans will keep him ageless. Last night I just watched a scene from the latest Top Gun movie, Top Gun Maverick. That was a good movie. I love that movie. They had to fight the fifth generation fighters from an unnamed rogue nation. Okay. This is hockey player Nikita Zadorov. He's awesome when he's mic'd up. He's a 30-year-old defenseman for the Bruins. He's is Russian. He's mastered the English language quite well. He's called a player without a country, by the way, because he does not support the Russian war with Ukraine. So he has said himself, I probably can't go back to Russia. He's a pretty good trash talker, too. Brady Tkachuk of the Panthers. This is I don't even know how old this clip is, but I stumbled upon it. I wanted you to see it. He's trying to pick a fight with Brady Tkachuk, who is also a tough guy, but Zadorov doesn't think so.
Crowd going? You want to get?
He starts it off by saying, "You want to get the crowd going," meaning you want to fight.
You want to get the crowd going? You want to get the crowd going? Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, so the ref's getting pissed at him for trying to start a fight.
Don't be scared, eh?
Okay, this whole thing is him fucking with Brady Tkachuk, who is a huge troublemaker.
Don't be scared, eh? I didn't know you're bigger than your brother. I thought more about you. I thought more about you, buddy. It's okay. Embarrassing, buddy. Tkachuk won't bury me, so I'm just sucking him in and then passing to you, right? Over there.
Okay, how great is that? God damn it. They every player should be mic'd up, and there should be a team of people gathering the audio and the video and posting shit like this on a regular basis. If you want to build the game, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to have those moments regularly happening. I'm interested with those moments. Doesn't need to be over the top. You know, it was one guy chirping another guy. No big deal. Come on now. Red Bull Brain Chris says, I hate it when actors around my age or younger start dying from disease or natural causes. Amy says that stuff is really hitting me hard now. I saw one the other day. It was a video of what the fuck is that band?
The greatest stories are on Disney Plus and Hulu. Stories about.
The band is called. They got a song. I think it's called Possum Kingdom. The Toadies. And it threw me off big time because I remember them from the 90s. And then the video that I'm about to play for you, the lead singer of this band looks to be 75 years old. I was like, what the fuck? He's like 80. He's got a Eric Zane Nussie. Look at, there's the Nussie. Sounds great. Let's see if we sound. Oh, he sounded like Pellerito there. All right. See what I'm talking about? Are you feeling what I'm feeling when you see that? You're like, oh boy. Donut dances. What the fuck? Grandpa used to be a badass. That's terrible. Tophus says he looks like an accountant. Birch Barlow says, just wait for the musicians. All the greats will be dying around the same time. Oh, God. Nick says that Anthony Cumia does a great version of this song. It's an awesome song. Anthony's a good musician, by the way. Brett Bullbrain Chris says, can you imagine how many times he's had to sing that song in the last 30 years? Yeah, that's the curse of getting a hit. You're never not going to play that. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, we got Duvall. We got, Anderson Cooper is leaving 60 Minutes. And this makes sense because I don't know if you knew this was happening, but CBS has become like far-right MAGA. So this makes sense that Anderson Cooper would leave CBS. Like if you were to watch the news, the CBS Evening News, they are decidedly right. Cooper leaves CBS News not long after former New York Times columnist Barry Weiss was tapped to be editor-in-chief last fall. Owner Paramount Skydance purchased Weiss's startup media company, The Free Press, for a reported $150 million, which raised questions if CBS was moving to the right amid Weiss's overhaul of the news institution. Turmoil later erupted over Weiss's decision to pull a story from 60 Minutes focused on the Trump administration's immigration policy. So there you go. Correspondent Sharon Alfonsi said privately that the segment was pulled for political purposes as the new owner said more effort was needed to talk to an administration official. Okay, so what you got there is CBS is looking to make coin. Like if you really wanted to get on the fast track to save your television network, that's a good way to do it. That's a smart business maneuver. Okay? Making a concerted effort to suck up to the administration. Okay? Isn't that a term? If you go woke, you go broke? Well, I think they're saying if you go right, I can't think of, how can I make this funny? If you go right, you are bright. I know. That's terrible. So that's what's happening. And then The Late Show with Colbert, who I think's a piece of shit. He sucks. CBS saw that Stephen Colbert was going to interview some Texas Democrat, Texas Senate candidate James Tallarico. And CBS said, no, you're not. Oh, my God. And CBS said, well, yeah, FCC rules were cited in the decision, but we know what the fuck is going on. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's Colbert. He's a huge pile of shit. But so this is their ball, and this is how they're going to play it. And their ratings, CBS's ratings, are going up, up, up. Now, you talk about this, and people, you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, that's all that matters. They are looking to make money, and their way to do it is a concerted effort to go to the right and do their broadcast and pull shit like this with Colbert. And then at the end of the day, they're going to make more cheddar. That's all. Follow the money every time. 10 out of 10 times. We were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers who called us directly that we could not have him on the broadcast, Colbert said. Then I was told in some uncertain terms that not only could I not have him on, I could not mention me not having him on. And because my network clearly doesn't want us to talk about it, let's talk about this. That's what he said. So he's kind of like, thumbing his nose at them. Okay, at the very least, at the end of the day, it's interesting. This, to me, is interesting. When you can see that to some, they're going to be like, oh, this is censorship by the president, but it's really not. It's an entity, and they want to appeal to one side more than the other. So we are watching an about face. They were, described as mainstream media, and I really hate that term because it's so overused. But they're going the opposite way, and they're probably going to win out in the long run. They're probably going to make more money. They got to do something. Network television news is an absolute disaster. This is the final way that they can actually make some headway, and that is by appealing to the right. It's not the worst decision you could possibly make. I know I'm not capable of doing it. I would never want to intentionally go out of your way and just say, hey, I'm going to only talk. I'm going to suck up to the right. Can you imagine if I did that? Oh, my God. Basically just acting a part. I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I can't. It's too much work. All right. Tophus said, no shock there. CBS is ran by a piece of shit. Fun fact, Anderson Cooper is the son of Gloria Vanderbilt. I knew that. I did know that. If you go middle, you can survive and not alienate half your audience. Kind of. You can survive. You can't really make any headway because the small amount of people that are truly in the middle that don't get butthurt or bent by the things that are discussed or the content that is coming out or the things that are flying out of a mouth, it's tough to find those souls who just let it all. I mean, there are plenty of people that enjoy this show right now who do not agree with anything that I say, but they're made of better stuff to be able to say, oh, it's just an idiot blurting shit out. It doesn't fucking matter. But you occasionally get people in my audience like that Pat Phipps, who came in here, I mean, burning bright, burning hot, and helping out and listening to Free Beer and Hot Wings and sending me notes. But you notice that in his notes, they were all had a political bent to them. And it took a while for him to understand that I do not have a political agenda. And because I wasn't a bootlicker like that cunt is, he said, oh, well, I'm not entertained anymore. I don't want to watch this to get people to watch people that don't agree with me. Well, you're a goddamn fascist. That's what you are. All right? You're a dangerous individual. You're a filthy fucking son of a bitch is what you are. Anybody who pays attention to what I do and then gets butthurt and says, oh no, I can't listen. You're made of lower intelligence. You are a weak person. Yeah, I don't want you. Which reminds me, I need to put him on the list. Yeah, fuck you. You're not allowed back. Don't you ever show your face around here again. Pat Phipps. MAGA Pat. I just remembered another name from the past, Jim Brady. This is years ago, he got so pissed off because I was talking about COVID and my opinions didn't line up with his, so he gave me the goodbye letter. Oh, don't forget about that fucking idiot Anna. Anna's on the left, and she left when all the Zaniacs were here. And this moron, she reached out to me, and she said, I would like to take you out for coffee. I'm like, what? The real Stalkerito vibes coming here from this stupid bitch. And I'm like, wait, what? And she goes, yeah, I don't think I can listen to you anymore. And I wanted to take you out for coffee to break up with you. And I was like, fuck off. All right, I got to add Brian Post to the list. He's another psychopath. All right. Nick says the list has gotten 25% larger during today's show. Today's show alone, I added Jessica, Melinda, MAGA Pat, Jim Brady, Fat Bitch Anna, and Brian Post. Ooh, Matt Ham is another psychopath. Fuck that guy. Is the list at 40 now? I was at what, 35? Well, I've added 7 today, so that would mean 42. I just realized that I haven't even spent any amount of time talking about the amazing sponsors that bring you this show. Thank you to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. Buy now, refinance later with Mario from anywhere in the U.S. Merchant Automotive. Get your Duramax engine or Allison transmission fixed at Merchant Automotive in Zeeland, Michigan. You can find them at merchant-automotive.com. If you need health care through the Affordable Care Act, no matter where you are in the U.S., bang on the door of Frank Fuss. Go to appointmentwithfrank.com to book time. His services are free, always free, and you can trust him to get you in a fantastic insurance policy through the Affordable Care Act. I just heard from Derek D., who said he's going to Pinball Land Friday night as opposed to our Saturday afternoon event with his fam. He cannot join us on Saturday, but he'll be there Friday to say hello to Ryan and his better half, Mrs. Ryan. I think it's Aaron, over at Pinball Land. Go to Pinball Land in Rockford, Michigan for retro arcade, pinball, and video game fun. Pinball-land.com. Finally today, thank you to Kuiper Tree Care. In West Michigan, you got a crew. You got a guy. They're going to take down the unwanted trees. They're going to grind up the stumps. They'll trim your trees if you need that done. Storm damage, they'll take care of that. Tree risk assessment. Hey, this tree looks sick. They've got 3 certified arborists that can help you. Their website is kuipertreecare.com. Their phone number is 616-828-8225. It's time for the asshole of the day. This extends to Tophus. Tophus's shitty family members and EZ's shitty family members. You're all on lists and more than likely never going to come off. So go fuck yourselves. Okay, that's going to do it, folks. I appreciate you so much. Nomination also for Asshole of the Day Twitch stream. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, I just drove by Pinball Land a short time ago. That's it for me and the dogs. Talk to you later on with the Patreon bonus, and I'll also talk to you. Wait, am I doing Carl today? Are we doing, who are these broadcasters today? Let me check with Christian. All right, we're going to do that tomorrow. Change the schedule. We're not doing that today. All right, see ya. Have a good one. Bye-bye.